So I'm starting a video series called Plunging and Learning. I may share a little bit about what I'm learning today or what I'm intending to learn. It could be like concepts, it could be science, it could be fitness related. And I'm gonna do that while I'm cold plunging for a few minutes. Maybe you'll benefit somehow, some way. Maybe you'll start cold plunging. Maybe you start walking. Maybe you start exercising in the morning. The temperature right now is 41 degrees. So I'm about to get this prepped up and ready to go, and we're gonna get after it. Bismillah. Put some hot sauce on my burrito, baby. Boy, you look good to me. So I got a story for you, and it's about perception being reality. I'm a salesperson by day, and generally speaking, you serve as the first point of contact for all your customers. They hit you up with a product request, pricing, customer service request, and then you get the ball rolling. You hit up this person, that person, you bring the team together, and then you have conversations with the customer to move everything forward. It's basically how it works. But at one point in my career, I had a team I was working with, and I had team members meeting with the customer without me, without even me knowing. And that becomes a really big problem when you have a big opportunity or when there's a lot of money on the line. You need to be in the loop. Little bacon break. We had a huge business deal on the line, and I had no idea what was happening. For months, I was in the dark. Then the customer wanted to back out of the deal. So now it becomes an even bigger problem. And let me tell you why. My boss and his boss and his boss and everybody's bosses are like, yo, what's happening with this big deal? Everybody get on a call right now. We got on a call. I was stressed out the gills. Then these leadership guys are starting to ask me questions. What's happening here? What's happening there? What's happening there? And I don't have any answer to these questions. But my team members do. And they're answering questions. And they're like, Brian, you're the lead guy. Why don't you know this stuff? Well, they don't know. I've been out of the loop because people don't want to keep me in the loop. Then I start getting micromanaged. Brian, do this. Brian, do that. Why aren't you doing this right? Blah, blah, blah. And I had the most anxiety being on a call with these guys. Even seeing their names, I just couldn't deal with. We ended up losing the deal, and I got micromanaged to death. So then at one point, I had an opportunity to sit one-on-one with my manager. And then he's like, Brian, perception's reality. Even if you're doing all the right things, it didn't sound like you did on the call. But that phrase alone stuck with me. He said, perception is reality. Anyway, what I took from that experience are three things. One, it's that who cares how people perceive you? You know what you're good at. You know your capabilities. You know what you've been accomplishing. Maybe it just wasn't your day and you just move on. Don't let that negatively impact you because at the end of the day, you got to keep going. Two, it's the fact that you have to be mindful of that. Be mindful that when it's showtime, you have to perform. And you don't perform well, now you're going to get perceived differently. And then three is that take initiative. Don't expect people to give you information. Don't expect people to keep you in the loop. Ask. If you need something done and you know it's somebody else's responsibility, go do it. Take initiative. Awesome. That's it. I'm going to keep enjoying my bacon. Peace.